Hey everyone, Rick Kaufman here with the Kels Group, and I'm brought you to a place here. I'm going to take you down a trip in time, tell you a little bit about my story and what the Kels Group stands for, and also what it means to be a drowning warrior. You see, first of all, a drowning warrior is somebody who stands up for drowning prevention, water safety. We're on a mission. That mission is to cut the numbers of drownings by 50% in the next 10 years. Over 360,000 lives are lost each and every year to drowning. Over 4,000 lives, or approximately 4,000 lives here in the United States. We look to cut those numbers by 50%. So that's over 180,000 lives that we will save due to unintentional drownings that could be prevented, and would be approximately 2,000 lives here in the United States. Okay, the Kels Group is a platform for those that don't have a voice. We want to give them a voice, and those who do have a voice, to allow their voice to be stretched across the world. You see, in order for us to accomplish this mission, we need a mass quantity, a massive movement, and that movement is going to be within the Drowning Warriors. And we are looking at a base of over 1 million people, and we will start with 1, 2. We will build it upon there. We'll provide those a voice that don't have a voice, like I said. But I'm going to take you in a trip in time and tell you a little bit about my story. And that story, I brought to you a place that I've only been here 3 times in the last 25 years. The first time was when a tree was planted in my daughter's memory. That tree is no longer here 25 years later. Where it went, I have no idea. Didn't even know it was gone until last summer was the second time I was here. And then today is the 3rd time I was here. And so I want to take you down this little trip. And I don't want to call it memory lane. And it's just part of my journey over the last 25 years, but this is how my journey and my mission and what has brought me to where I am today. So let me step out of the pickup truck, and we will show you where we're Now this is where we're at. 25 years ago, the heart starts beating a little bit. 25 years ago, I brought my daughter here. It was on a Wednesday. I brought my daughter here, and I said goodbye to her. Didn't realize that when she waved bye to me, it would be the last time I would ever see her. The place is virtually pretty much the same, other than some changes, but other than that, she drowned here. I got a phone call, went to the hospital. But 25 years ago, this was the start of my journey. She was in care of her babysitter, and she got away from the babysitter and wound up in the big pool and drowned 8 feet away from a lifeguard. And as you can see, the lifeguard chairs and things, but right over there. But however, this isn't the end of the story. There's more to happen, and what happens from there. So let me take you on a trip here. And so why don't we head on back to the pickup truck, and we will continue our... Just so you know, after leaving the pool, got a phone call, went to the hospital. My daughter was care flighted to Children's in Columbus. By the time we got there, they had pronounced her dead. And this is where she came to following that. The drowning death is permanent. You don't come back. Near drowning can also be permanent damage and leave permanent and scars, not only to the individual but to the family. But my daughter came down this road, and I will take you to where she's at. 25 years ago, when she was buried here, there was only a couple tombstones in that plot, in that section. And the reason why I'm showing you this is it's important to know what happens. And it's important to know that this is permanent, and that I am dead serious about my mission. I don't want families to go through what I went through, and I want to provide a voice for those that have a voice, and give them an extension to reach hundreds upon hundreds and thousands of people. However, she is here, and when we came and she was buried here, this place was virtually empty. As you can see, it is rather full. There was only one other tombstone in where she was at, and that, was another child. But she's buried here. My father's buried. But that right there is her little tombstone. They've taken the flowers down, things like that, because they're getting ready for Memorial Day. But this is where she's buried at 25 years ago. You know, this is what happens when a child drowns. This is the message from her sister. And hence the name of our group, the Kels group. And I'm here to ask you to join me in my mission. You see, we're on a mission. We're on a mission to save lives. Her and me. We are drowning warriors. We wage war every day against the establishment, against big brand companies, against those that say what we want to do cannot be done. We give a voice to those that don't have a voice. I give a voice to my daughter. I give a voice to your children. I give a voice to people that maybe haven't lost anybody, but they understand the importance of water safety. Those that teach young babies to swim. Those that teach older babies and older children. Adults learn to swim. The swimming community. The retail community, the contractors, the builders of pools. Those that sell the products to help keep our loved ones safe. I want to give them all a platform. And that platform is within Kels Group. And that platform and those that are part of that platform are called warriors. Drowning warriors. So I invite you, pick up our manifesto and you'll understand. Our mission is tireless, it's the never-ending mission. But we have a goal in 10 years and I need your help. I need everybody's help. I don't have the answer on how to end drowning. I don't think anybody has an answer. And as long as there's water on this earth, I don't think you ever will end drowning. But we can make a huge dent and stop unintentional and accidental death, accidental drownings. Drownings that can be prevented through education, through knowledge, getting our stories out, but at the same time reaching a massive amount of people. This is a movement to create change, a movement to create awareness to the problem. It's an epidemic, bigger than anything, because drowning is the #1 cause of accidental death to children under the age of 5. It's the second accidental death to children under the age of 15. So from that standpoint, there is no other greater problem than this. And I'm not going to go down the long list and the long laundry list of all the things that people have done and other organizations that have accomplished changes in the laws and changes in a lot of things to protect the children. But we at the Kels Group, that's what we're going to do. That's my answer to the problem, is to create a mass movement of massive amount of people. How many people? I believe it's going to take over 1 million people to hear this message. It's going to take over 1 million people to carry our message, and not only our message, but maybe your message and their message to the masses. And the Kels Group is a platform in which that will get it done. So you have a choice. You could be outside or you can be inside. It's your choice. But let's just start with a conversation. Let's start with a conversation. And how can I help you, and how can I help support your mission and what it is that you do? How can my daughter and my daughter's story help you accomplish your story, your mission? So get in touch with me. That's rick@thekelsgroup.com. That's my email address. Okay? Call me. My phone, 937-508-9388. Yes, I'll put that out. I don't care. Hey, millions of people call me. You know what? That'd be a great problem to have. Make my phone ring. Blow up my email. Blow up my website. It's a website that just started, people. It's a work in progress, but we can start now. I'm an A-type person, and I believe in action and taking action right now. So in order to get this done, I need your help. This is a 365-day problem, and so it's 24/7, 365, all hands on deck. Not going into hibernation after the summer's over. I'm passionate about this problem. Nobody has an answer, but this is all I know, and this is what I know to do. Been in business for over 30 years, marketing and promoting, and that's what I know. That's what I'm going to do. And we will accomplish this goal. We will do it in 10 years. Trust me on that. So with that, you know, if there's a link here, click the link. Go ahead and download our manifesto, and let's sit down and talk about how I can support you and you can support our cause and mission. With that being said, you guys be safe. Water safety, drowning prevention. All drownings are preventable. Okay? Let's make our voices heard, people. Let's make them heard. Starting today. It stops today, and we start anew today.